All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined once again by Carter Sitz of Gaylord Football. How's it going?
Going great, man. Thank you for having me on here again. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah. Obviously the big news since the last time you were on here is you have a home for next year. Where are you headed?
I do. I'm headed to Northern Michigan University. It's super exciting. I'm super pumped about it.
Okay, so let's talk about like what went into that thought process. I always typically ask like why Northern?
Yeah, so at the very start, this past summer, I went to one of their camps, and I've always been on they've always been on my radar. I say that, and it's always been a school that I want to go to. It's always been a school that I like looked at as somewhere a place where I want to be in the future, you know? So then starting off, went to a camp this summer, and then um after that got invited up for an unofficial visit. So I went there. That's to be my second time there. I've liked it every single time from that point on. And then just recently I took my official visit, and I loved every part of it. I love the coaches, I love the staff, I love the players, the location. Marquette's a beautiful place, and I can really just see myself playing there. And the coaches, like I said, I love the coaches, and they're people that you want to play for. You know, like they inspire you. They want you to get better, not just they don't just want players to win. Um,
Um,
and the people on the team, they're awesome. They're super cool. Um, and they look out for you too.
yeah. Okay, so going into now that this is out of the way, I know with after the season that you had, what was it like to kind of get this to get this out of the way and obviously and focus on the rest of your high school your senior year.
Yeah, well, there's a lot that goes into it to whether it's cold DMing, coaches, calls, visits, camps. There's a lot of it that goes into it. It's good to get that off your shoulders and get the pressure of, like where am I gonna go? Like where's my home? It's good to get that off your shoulders. And also a big thing too was going from not being on a team or going from having a high school team then not being on the team and then to be a part of something else. Just that not being on a team, it's almost you feel like uninspired, like unmotivated. You feel like you're kind of like working without a purpose. So then to be like a part of another home, to be a part of a home and to be a part of another team, it just gives you that much more to work on, gives you that much more to, like you feel like you're part of something again. And that really it motivates you and it drives you.
Yeah. Okay, so now that this decision's out of the way, obviously you've had I know we talked about this last time you were on here, but to well it's always like when you make this decision, you always got to look back and what you've accomplished, going undefeated, um, in the year. And what was that like just to go through this season and obviously you've had a lot of time to reflect back on it, but what was this year like?
It was super cool. We've played together. Our team as seniors, we've played together for years now. Seeing them all putting work like every single day, whether that's film practices, workouts, on your own in the summertime, like field work, speed work. I've seen every part of it, all the little things. Everything's just came together this season. It was super special. And it was not where we wanted to end, but it was definitely something that we're proud of and we're happy that um had come into fruition.
Really the bond with all you guys, especially with just the senior class, what was that like between you guys?
It's a family feel. You can give jokes and take them. Like there's no really walls up. There's no boundaries. There's no we're all super close. So and then with that, you look out for one another and you want to push one another. So it's not just like, hey, good job. Like no, you did good here. It's also the what you could have done better, and we all push each other to get better every day.
Yeah. Um, obviously I know we talked all about this last time you were on, but
Hmm.
basically just to do what you did and to now move on. And I know you still have a lot of more of your senior year to go, but now to have the season that you did and now make the decision to stay kind of local. Obviously, I know Gaylord's not too far away from the UP, but what's that like to not to go so far away from home?
Well, a big decision in it. I wanted to keep it somewhere closer so that I could have family, come see me play. It wasn't too far of the way, but also to be able to come home whenever I wanted to, and that was a big part of it. Um, but it just felt like it feels it's not too far to where it's like, whoa, this is super different, but it's not close enough where it's like I'm not away and I'm not on my own for a little bit.
Yeah.
And that was something that I feel like I really needed.
Yeah. Um, of course, what I know we also talked about this too. Of course, you only have a few weeks until Brady moves up and goes and starts college next literally next semester. What's it going to be like to obviously you have a few months together with everybody else, but you have to
Yeah.
it'd be like to say goodbye to Brady.
It's not going to be the best if I'm being honest. Well, I've been friends with him ever since he moved to Gaylord in eighth grade year. He's one of my best friends. Um, so I'm gonna miss him for sure, but I'm also super happy for him. I'm super proud of him. I mean, all the work he's done is obviously paid off, and it's exciting. It's kind of sad seeing him leave, but it's also exciting because you know what he's going to do too.
Let's talk about the rest of your senior year. What do you have planned for the rest of this year?
Just working out. I mean, keeping good grades. Obviously, I mean, um I mean, I got goals just to start. I mean, starting as fast as possible and at Northern. So I'm gonna do everything I can to make that possible. Um, but not a whole lot different. I mean, I'm not in any other sports besides football right now. So yeah,
All right. Well, Carter, thanks so much for coming back on here, and thanks for the time as always.
yeah. Thank you.